Imagine a country where thousands of millionaires live within just a single square kilometer, or a nation smaller than your local county, yet the world's biggest corporations secretly stash trillions of dollars there. But how? How did a handful of tiny nations defy the rest of the world to build literal mountains of wealth? Is it just hard work? Or is there a dark, bizarre mystery lurking beneath the surface, one that goes beyond human imagination? Today, we are stripping back the layers to expose the chilling truth behind the world's top 5 wealthiest nations. Friends, the first stop on this mysterious journey might make you think, well, they must have been born rich. But what if I told you that just a few decades ago, this country didn't even exist? Yes, we are talking about Singapore, a modern marvel that rose right out of the heart of Asia. When Singapore split from Malaysia in 1965 to become an independent nation, its situation was utterly desperate. The island had absolutely no natural resources. They even had to import their drinking water from another country. The leaders of Malaysia laughed it off, predicting this jungle and sand island would last a few years at best before going completely bankrupt. But what Singapore did next is widely considered the greatest miracle in modern history. They didn't waste time searching for oil or gold mines. Instead, they weaponized their geographic location, turning the entire island into the world's ultimate shipping hub and open market. In just one generation, they went from absolute zero to a global financial fortress. Today, 1 out of every 3 people in Singapore is a millionaire. Yet an even older and far more mysterious game was being played by another European nation, Switzerland. We all know it for its snow-capped mountains and luxury watches, but its true identity lies buried deep underground. Swiss banks? Have you ever wondered why the world's most notorious mafias, dictators, movie stars, and billionaires choose only Switzerland to hide their dirty money? It's not magic. It's a law passed in 1934. In 1934, the Swiss government enacted the Banking Secrecy Act. Under this law, if a bank employee leaks how much money is in an account, or even who owns it, to anyone, it is a severe criminal offense. Not even the Swiss government itself can demand that information. Exploiting this absolute secrecy, a century's worth of the world's blood money has flooded into Switzerland, and upon that massive pile of cash, they built one of the richest nations on earth. But could there be a puzzle even greater than Switzerland's secret vaults? Yes, there is. Because next on our list are 2 countries whose rise to wealth will leave even the sharpest minds scratching their heads. On paper, they rank among the richest nations on the planet. Yet, here is the shocking twist. They have no oil reserves, no heavy industries, and they don't even manufacture any major products to sell to the global market. Still, the average income of their citizens will absolutely blow your mind. We are talking about Ireland and Luxembourg. Without a single visible resource, what is the dark secret behind their overnight explosion of wealth? This is where we uncover one of the shadiest chapters in the financial world, the realm of tax havens. Think about it for a moment. Trillion-dollar tech giants like Apple, Google, Facebook, Microsoft rake in billions of dollars every single day from all over the globe. By all rules of economics, a massive chunk of these profits should go right back into government treasuries as taxes. But this is exactly where Ireland and Luxembourg completely rigged the global system. They designed specific legal loopholes and financial trapdoors, allowing these multinational corporations to pay next to nothing in taxes. As a result, Silicon Valley's biggest giants quietly moved their official headquarters on paper to these tiny nations just to shield their billions. Without any massive physical production, a bizarre web of financial tricks rerouted trillions of dollars straight into the banking systems of Ireland and Luxembourg. But my friends, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Is this true economic progress for a country? Or is it a silent, legally sanctioned deception played against the rest of the world? Are their operations truly legitimate? Or is there a massive international syndicate pulling the strings behind the scenes? While these questions are spinning in your head, the ultimate superpower is about to enter the frame, and its story will completely pull the rug from under your feet. They are legally the #1 wealthiest nation on Earth, yet simultaneously, they carry the heaviest burden of debt in human history. Yes, friends, we are talking about the United States of America, the #1 superpower in terms of overall global GDP. But right here lies the biggest, most mind-bending paradox in modern history. On paper, America is the wealthiest nation on Earth. Yet, at the exact same time, it is the most heavily indebted nation on the planet. Their national debt doesn't sit at a few billion dollars. It's skyrocketed past a staggering $34 trillion. If any ordinary country were buried under even 1% of this crushing debt, they would have defaulted long ago. Their economy would have collapsed entirely, turning into the next Zimbabwe or Sri Lanka. But for America, the exact opposite happens. They only grow richer, and their global dominance only intensifies. But how? How do they rule the world as the top financial superpower while carrying a mountain of debt on their backs? The ultimate secret lies in a literal money printing machine inside their borders, the US dollar. America doesn't just rule the world through gold reserves or military might. They rule it through their own paper notes. Ever since the Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944, the US dollar was established as the undisputed backbone of international trade. Every major global transaction, especially the buying and selling of liquid gold or crude oil, has to be done in dollars. This means that if any country on Earth wants to trade with another, they are forced to keep dollars in their pockets. And the exclusive license to print that dollar belongs solely to America. In other words, whenever America needs cash to fund a new war or sustain their hyper-luxurious lifestyle, they simply print more paper out of thin air, and the rest of the world is forced to swallow it. But friends, think about it. Can this game of printing paper notes to hold the entire world hostage go on forever? Where does this endless flood of dollars across the globe finally stop? And despite all this unimaginable wealth, are the ordinary citizens of these top rich nations truly happy? Or beneath this glittering mountain of cash, is there a terrifying darkness quietly rotting our society from the inside out? When we look past the glittering, hyper-polished exterior of these ultra-wealthy nations, we are hit with a brutal, unforgiving reality. Singapore's soaring skylines, Switzerland's heavily fortified vaults, Ireland's tax loopholes, and America's multi-trillion-dollar empire, they are breathtaking from the outside, but the story within is cast in deep shades of gray. Statistics reveal a haunting truth. As the bank balances and sheer extravagance in these countries skyrocket, they are closely followed by a massive surge in loneliness, severe depression, and a crushing sense of emptiness. Having reached the absolute peak of modernization, and with oceans of cash at their disposal, they still cannot buy the one thing that matters: peace of mind. History constantly reminds us of a timeless truth. Being an economic superpower or ranking #1 on a spreadsheet can never be the true measure of a nation's success. A civilization that fails to provide its citizens with mental well-being is merely building a beautiful mirage out of its trillions of dollars. Money can easily buy you the most luxurious lifestyle on the planet, but the touch of a loved one, a moment of genuine, unplugged tranquility, and a healthy, connected community can never be pulled from a bank vault. And so, at the end of the day, one question remains: what is true wealth? The lifeless paper notes stacking up in a bank account, or the quiet, priceless peace residing deep within the human soul? I'll leave that decision entirely up to you. That's all for today's video. What do you think about the dark secrets behind these top wealthy nations? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button and share it with your friends. We'll see you in the next thrilling and mysterious video. Until then, stay safe and stay well. Thank you.